This is gonna be a rough session without music.
Now we got the music.
No.
Oh, there's gonna be dogs?
Dogs?
Never mind.
Doggos?
What?
I got the reference. You're not alone, Aaron.
You said it was gonna be a. You said it was gonna be a rough session.
Oh, got it.
That's really funny, Aaron. That's really funny.
You really are a joker. You know that?
I'm just a little trickster. I like
Just
to
a little
James and
trickster.
Jones on all my little people.
Dude, little guy.
All right, folks. Let's play some D&D. Let's almost end our Curse of Strahd campaign.
Well, that's so
Big
sad.
sad.
Let's do it.
but-
Let's do it.
Big sad.
Last we left off, you had traveled to Emberlance Keep to fetch the last of the 6 instruments of massacre. Something you accomplished incredibly easily, as some very good rolls and some good initiative and just poor monster stat block design. You brought down the betrayer of the Emberlance Knights before I could even get to Mia, and retrieved the huge maul that shrunk back down to a wieldable size. And then we had talked about, our timelines basically started to get a little weird, where we wanted to have the backdrop of the armies fighting. So because when you had picked up the maul and freed all the spirits of the Emberlance Knights that had been slain here and trapped here centuries ago, you had a choice. You could either let them go, or you could have them risk their eternal rest fighting one last battle against the army of undead knights that was marching on Castle Ravenloft. So we decided we were going to instead say, like, oh, the full moon isn't actually in 7 days from now, and all that. We were going to say, like, we're going to kind of move all of that. We're going to just squish it all together. So we have 2 ways we can start, and I want to leave it up to you all. If there is anything specific that you or the party or anything would have wanted to do before going to Moonmere Temple, like, we can do that now. Or do you want to start at Moonmere Temple and then do, like, were there things after? Like, does anybody have anything they wanted to do before you went to the temple to cleanse the weapons?
I think we really.
If not, like, you don't have to. I just wanted to make sure I didn't, I wanted to give you the opportunity.
Do we want to bring Irina back before this fight happens?
No.
Why not?
Why?
I don't think what I think personally is I want to get Mia's mom and Irina, like, out, as in, like, not like cure her from being petrified type beat, but more so like getting her out of the tower and hide them both somewhere, because Strahd knows where Mia's mom is, and I'm almost 100% certain he figured out where Irina is when we took him in our tower. I want there to be, like, nothing where
Yeah,
we're
but
coming
what would
close to the end of the session, like Abbey Root, in the basement of, like, the Raven Queen Temple.
I mean,
Or-
wouldn't he just go to where she lived anyway? There's only like 2 places you
what
could
if-
hide her.
No, because he saw her at Riverport in my mind when we were in Strahd's castle.
Okay.
What if we bring her out and then, like, right when we get there, we're like, throw her the keys to the car and be like, take it where you want, and then she can just get out of there since it's like a one-way ticket anyways.
That's not
That's a clever
I dig that.
idea.
She could keep all the people who need to be safe inside
It
of the
does
tower.
turn it into, like, basically a suicide mission.
That's
though.
what I'm.
Which,
that's
kind
what
like
I'm
you
here
said,
for.
like, it already kind of is in a way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kings has every
If
intention.
that's what you guys want to do,
We're,
then
we're
that's that
burning
makes
the
it easy
boats
for
as
me,
we land
you
on
know?
the shore of this new
Burning the
area.
boats. Oh my god.
Jesus.
Okay, so that means we gotta tell my mom that she's a part of our suicide mission. Okay. I guess we're doing
Hey,
that first.
We gotta at least make sure we leave her with
Okay, so
2 vials, so that way, in the
yeah.
event we do survive,
Yeah.
and you're able to sending stone or mind
Sending.
speak to her.
Mhm.
Hey, mom, I don't feel safe. Come and
Hey,
pick me
Mom,
up.
pick me up upstairs.
Hey, we have 7.
Just get down in
There's
front of
cursed
me, Mom.
weapons here, Mom.
Also, do we want to
Cool.
pick
So
up,
then
like,
what we'll do for that, Mia, is we'll just say, like, you know, off screen, you get your mom in the tower, maybe have a little bit of a conversation, but it seems like you can save the, like, conversation for Like when you're heading to Castle
Yeah.
Ravenloft, you're like, here's the
Gotcha.
deal.
Oh, so by
So
the
we
way,
could save that. By the way, Mom,
dubs.
you might never see me again.
Yeah, are we gonna pick up?
Okay,
like,
cool.
Try to pick up some rangers too for some backup as well. Do we want to do that?
I mean, we do have a whole army.
No, but yeah.
Maybe, like, favor,
Yeah,
like,
but
Coyote.
Ghost Army.
We've got a whole.
the more hands we can have in this fucking pot, probably the better.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because I was gonna see if I could go to Abbey River too to maybe get some
yeah.
of the nuns.
But I wanted to
Maybe
do
if they
for
would-
the final battle, not for going to cleanse the weapon.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
thought
for the
that's-
final. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, so you're gonna try and get a few nuns, a few rangers, things like that.
yeah.
Anybody
Yeah,
that will
okay.
probably help us.
Backup units.
Sounds good. All right. With all that in mind, then I think we're fine to go to the Moonmere Temple and we'll start there.
Hmm.
But having that context is good.
Okay.
Okay. Let's take y'all, move you up here.
Oh fuck, Owlbear.
Where?
Oh fuck!
I honestly don't use
Hold on,
Owlbear
hold on.
nowhere near as much as I should because of
Like for your own
streaming
games?
up. No, just for these. Like I'll like occasionally bring it up.
I'm the
But,
same
like,
way.
trying to do it for like the stream, like trying to throw it up onto the screen, it just makes everybody's faces like shrink down so much further. So I want reactions over cool shit that Landon makes.
Reaction.
Reaction content.
Ah.
All right.
Jump scare.
Let us begin.
Let us.
The full moon climbs high into the sky, following the archway of the crumbling entrance into the Moonmere Temple, which stands at the center of a still, motionless lake. When you arrive at the island, you find that it's not even so much an island as it is an impact crater, where a piece of the moon has actually fallen here. And the priests long ago carved a temple out of the moonstone that fell here.
That's
You step through the archway. Not a sound can be heard, except for just the crunch of stone under your boots and the slight trickling of water as you step into a large open courtyard in the center of the temple, where you can see a lowered basin of water. Casimir, it looks very similar. It's identical to what you'd seen in your vision, only there are about 6 priests, their skeletal mummified remains pierced through this central spike. But rather than like a straight up and down, it's kind of like curved like a crescent moon. And the way that the light shines in through the entryway and hits this, it's almost like a sundial, where even though it's a crescent moon, the way it's hitting, the shadow is a full moon. And blood continuously flows from their wounds, where they've been like pierced through the moon, and drops of blood fall and just continually disturb the surface of the pool, just sending these little ripples through as it's stained this crimson color. You have the weapons in hand, safely stowed away or wherever you want them. What do you all want to do?
Divine sense.
There's a fucking
I was
fly
about
in
to
here.
say
That's going to be a problem.
Sense as well.
3 divine senses.
Divine sense?
Yeah.
I divinely sense a fly.
Divine sense to the 3rd power.
Yes, I'm a divine sense
Casimir,
as
I'll
well.
say, like, for you, it's like you don't even have to use it. As soon as you step into the temple,
Mhm.
you feel a very, very strong connection to Mother Night, one that you've never felt before. But at the same time, those priests and what has happened here has desecrated this site.
Mhm.
And those remains are undead, but not like almost like dormant.
Yeah.
That's probably the best way to describe it.
I'll look at Kings and Nyx and kind of get what they're doing, and I'll say, so you see what I see then, hmm? It's desecrated.
Yeah.
6 of them. 6 weapons to cleanse. It's a coincidence.
With prophecy,
How
I don't
exactly
think
do we
there is-
cleanse
Uh,
in a fountain of blood?
Maybe lay the priests to rest?
it's not a bad
Casimir.
idea.
There was Well, oh shoot, I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, I'm looking through my notes right now.
I know. I'm like, did you learn this? Did you not learn this?
Yeah. So to clarify, is like the cleansing, like the weapons, like all today, and then the fight is tomorrow?
I think that
Yeah,
starts tomorrow.
yeah.
Or
Okay.
Like we'll say for simplicity's sake, cleansing tonight. The army, the unblinking one's army, will arrive like tomorrow around dusk, which is conveniently the time that you said you would like be at Strahd's castle. Weird how
Yeah.
fate seems to have just brought this all to a head.
Because
So
like
weird.
the reason why I
Oh,
asked this
Raven
is like
Queen.
I didn't do hollow. I can cast the hollow spell, but that takes like a full day, like 24 hours of casting. So I don't know.
Not worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
IMO
Sure.
at least.
I would like. We should gather these bodies together somewhere near this piece of, I guess, to be moon. And I would like to open up my backpack, and I'm gonna start pulling out them classic never fail candles, and I'm going to begin the process of ritual casting funeral rite for all of these corpses, and begin
I
a
will
prayer
assist.
for them. So
Well, I will
anyone
assist as well.
Raven Queen flair.
Why don't let's have Kings and Casimir both give me a religion check with advantage, as you're like each kind of doing your own ceremony or ritual with the help of your companions.
That's
Oh, I need to get
gonna be bad.
Dice have open.
say less, fam.
Oh, natural 20 for a 19.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was a wonderful.
Minus-
All right,
minus
first
5.
roll's a
Minus
16.
Oh, how I miss seeing that name in the book.
Second roll is a 21.
Hey.
Okay. Kings, you have actually, if I'm not mistaken, have studied one of the first things you did in the campaign when you arrived in Barrowvale. I think was study Scripture of Mother Night.
Mhm.
You begin to recite
Hi.
those same prayers here. At the end of your tale, you recite the beginning prayers of Mother Night, and as you do, Casimir, you feel that connection continue to grow, and your eyes are drawn towards the priest, where you can see, and you kind of pointed it out at the beginning, 6 priests, 6 weapons, and you see on each forehead of these mummified remains a silver moon appears, but not a full moon, not a new moon. So there's 8 phases of the moon, and then you've got the full and the new, so there's 6 here. Each tattoo represents like that crescent half waning, so that all 6 of them together would create a full moon. But you see those symbols begin to glow, but otherwise the bodies don't move, the blood doesn't stop trickling.
Line them up in the phases of the moon.
Line them up. Well,
there's 8 phases, but only 6 mages.
well, together they make.
No, I'm saying, so excluding the full and new
Full
moon,
and
then there's only 6.
Yeah, because they would make combined. They make up the full, and then
They make
without it.
And obviously a new moon has nothing. There's no symbol.
Is there any like symbolism around here that's like depicting the stages of the moon besides the big old crescent thing?
Why don't you give me religion or perception?
Perception. It is 18 perception.
Looking around the room, you can see again the full moon is behind you. It casts a shadow off of this like a sundial, so that it makes the shadow of like it makes a shadow of a kind of a new moon. Like it's a perfect cylinder, but there is no moon there. So you've got the full moon behind you coming in through the archway, new moon on the exact opposite side. And as you look around the rest of the room, you can see there are 6 alcoves, kind of partially collapsed in, crumbled in, lining the walls with statues, a statue in each one that may resemble, it's kind of hard to tell, they're so weathered and ruined, but they seem to look like those priests They seem to be the high priests of the temple.
Yeah, I'll nod to like Nix and Kings and everybody. There's these priests have tattoos on their foreheads of the stages of the moon. Each a different stage, 6 stages, 6 alcoves. I'm going to maybe we check out these alcoves, these statues. I want to start moving to one, whoever the closest one is.
Sure. We'll just say you head this way into an alcove. As you all begin to walk this perimeter of the pool and kind of investigate together, I don't even think a check would really be required at this point. You are able to pair up this tattoo on this head, like you kind of like use some chalk rubbings or like clear away the rubble and the dust, and you're able to identify 6 tattoos matching those 6 individuals. And as you walk through there, each priest is holding like a scepter, like a holy scepter, which at the top have strange iconography that seems to almost align with these weapons you've brought before you. You have one priest at the top of his scepter is a moon with kind of ghostly silvery flames rising above it, and the way that they're like holding it up, you can see, the scepter kind of looks like the staff of black fire with like the black skull at the top rather than the moon. One is holding like a crescent, almost like a scimitar, like this really narrow blade, almost like a fang, kind of like the night thing that you've got. They each seem to have some sort of symbology that inspired or just through bizarre coincidence.
Are like
the weapons.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is like the moon symbol still glowing on their head?
The dead body or
At
the
this
body's
point?
heads.
Yeah, so like
Mhm.
remove the weapons that are currently in like their hands and with our weapons. Haha.
So you're saying replace their scepters with the weapons?
With the
Yeah.
Oh wait, so so the statues
A
of
1-2
them
switcheroo.
have
Just
the
swap
weapons.
their weapon.
That's what you're saying.
No,
Yeah, and
he
it's
was
not
saying the
even they're not holding like carbon copies. It's more of like something about their scepter, or they're holding like a holy artifact or something. Like that's weird. Like that, seems to like the curve of that blade he's holding matches the night thing and things like that. But there are definitely lines that can be drawn from each one.
Let's put all the weapons in their respective locations with the statues, and also put the bodies in the correct areas and phases. Does that seem? We all same page, same book?
Same page.
It is
That's the
Dawn Father for Dummies.
I remember reading that book once.
Okay.
So
which do you do first?
weapons
should
would be
start-
easiest.
Let's put the bodies first.
Bodies first.
And then put the weapons in.
You're just going to lay them, just kind of like prop
In
them up against
Order
the...
of the moon phases.
Yes.
Okay.
Just kind of set them respectively, just kind of leaning onto the statues.
And just remember, the bodies aren't just like they're like pierced through. Just remember, they're not just like sitting right there.
But it's
Just making sure you remember, because the way you
Yeah.
worded that, I was like,
Yeah.
they're not like right there, easy to get.
Maybe just...
As long as you're cool with that, just making sure.
Let's go get them.
Hold 1 second. Just yes to what you said. Just want to do a little test. Could we maybe just test one weapon and see if that does anything, and then we do what you suggest?
Which weapon do you desire to go first?
I think
We should more than likely start with the right phase.
the right face
Yeah,
one.
that makes sense.
We should put them in order.
Jeez.
Everything
Yeah,
gets
one
attached
be-
and set in order.
Whatever one would be at that.
Whatever's
waxing
right
or-
after full. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, because it would be waxing
start with
to
that?
make the
Waxing?
moon, and then waning to take it away. Waxing to make bigger, waning to make smaller.
yeah.
That's how it goes.
Yep. Okay, so the waning gibbous, which is like the crescent, is missing, and it's mostly the big one. Okay, you match that up with the. Oh, that's the level up. See, we need the. That matches the red sky, the crossbow. So you're placing that in the statue first. You're just going to do a little experiment.
This is what I
Correct.
with the.
While he's doing that, I'll go down to that at the right 2 and start trying to get it.
Good deal. If
and
you
bring it up.
would not mind, we can just see if anything happens.
Okay.
Do one at a time.
We'll start there. So, you bring the crossbow to the alcove. You lay it at the feet of the statue. And you can see the tattoo that is on the priest's head fades and illuminates on the statue, like where that spot would be. But the body remains pierced through. What do you do next?
Let's go grab the body.
I go get
And
I grab the body.
going to de-skewer this corpse. Put it where it belongs. Because that's a great idea.
Don't spot you a foot massage.
All right. Kings and Nyx, you make your way down the stairs and step into the pool. And as you begin to like upset and like disturb the waters and approach the cultists, I have Church of Doom on my mind. The priests, their eyes all open as you have stepped into the desecrated waters before all of the weapons were placed. And they have animated. Everybody, roll initiative.
Wait, what?
I think Kings wanted that. I think he looked like he had the most devilish smile on his face. Who, me?
Have we had a
Yes,
long
that's
rest since last encounter?
Let's say yeah. I think so. Since our timelines are already a little wonky.
We zoomed through time.
I gotta jump back my levels real quick.
No, I'm not looking for anything devious. I did enough devious on Monday. I'm good.
Oh, and landed. Are we?
Yeah.
We're not 10 right now, right? Or are we?
No.
Okay.
No.
Oh shit. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know.
alright,
I had to
well,
like
let me
jump
go.
back all my levels real quick.
You guys pre-leveled up.
Yeah, we
Maybe-
pre-leveled.
That's what we were supposed to do.
Wasn't expecting combat.
We got really excited.
It was up, Val.
We got some. Okay, sorry. I gotta add all these.
Boom. Easy peasy. Quick fix.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Okay, long
I
rest
just
real
leveled up
quick.
my copy of Nyx, so I knew what I was doing.
I make copies.
Oh shit.
So
I
only
mean, that's the
5,
fucking smart
not all
way.
6 animate because you did
Honestly.
have 1.
Fucking rolled
weapon.
2
Yeah.
times for me, didn't it?
Okay. I'm just gonna number these 1 through 5. And I'm saving our Dark Souls combat music for Strahd. So we're gonna go with the subpar combat playlist right now.
The Skyrim playlist.
If some of you have already typed your numbers into initiative, you're gonna have to redo it here for a sec because I'm gonna remove you all so I can add everybody in at the same time.
Yep.
So are we level 9 then? Is that what we are?
Roll.
No, we're still level 8.
You're level 8.
Oh, I
Level
didn't-
8. Yeah,
I
we're
didn't
level
realize
8.
we were jumping too. Got it.
No, you're good. Okay.
Oh, that's
1
not
through
good.
2 are going. Or let's see. So 18. 7. 19. 17. And the last one is in the 9. Okay, I'm all in initiative. Is everybody else in there?
Yeah.
Ooh, me in the
Yeah,
21.
so
Oh,
we're
sorry,
not
I gotta
killing the
put
priest,
looks up or I'm
right?
gonna get
I'm gonna
hit by these damn the sun.
use my inspiration.
Are we killing?
I don't know. I feel like we should try and rush another weapon to a statue and see if that maybe deactivates one.
Look,
Or
how about this? How about
no,
this?
because
who
the-
work... go ahead.
Oh wait, they are only 5.
I was going to say, people who are running and working and getting the weapons in their rightful place, go ahead and do that. I would say Nyx, myself, and either one person who does good distance damage, or the other paladin come and we can bullhead these little fuckers.
Oh wow, I'm so glad I wasted my inspiration on that. I went from a 4 initiative to a 5. Let's go.
There you go. You're
Let's
King's only in
go.
the 4.
No.
Dude.
No. No, sir. I have a 15.
And Kaz, you're in the 7.
I am in the 7. I'm trying to decide if I
Okay.
should use my inspo, but I'm not.
No, dude.
Not gonna.
I'm saving.
All
I
right.
have a question.
It's not how all that works.
Who has what weapon?
Like
who's
you
got
got like which of you is carrying what weapon?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have
Oh, good
knight
question.
rank.
Yeah, you guys can
Yeah.
figure that out right now. We didn't
Yeah,
would've
probably
set
I,
it, so just
I want
right now.
the crossbow, so I don't.
deal.
The crossbow.
Did Gadil have the
Mhm.
red sky?
Yeah.
And we
he
placed
would
that
be
one,
the only
though.
one with bow. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
I had the
I think-
staff. I had the staff of Blackfire.
But I think at like
Yeah,
this
then
point,
you
you,
would have the
probably would
spear.
have had the spear.
Okay, yeah, that makes
Like
sense.
the spear probably would have been yours.
All right.
I
I'll
feel
keep that
like
sexy sword.
the staff might have been like a Mia
Mia?
thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I've become a full magical girl. I've got my own
Is there a-
staff and everything.
Is there a mace? Is there a mace?
There's the.
No,
I
there's
would
a
say
sword.
yours is like the hammer.
The
Sword.
Keybreaker.
Yeah,
Keybreaker's like a maul slash a mace. It kind of like
it would
That
fit
get
more
confused.
into
That's
yours.
what Daddy wants.
That's what
Rapier
Daddy's gonna
was
get.
Nyx.
And then yeah, so I guess the blade of Blackstone would probably go towards me,
That's process of elimination says so.
or
It'd
who
either
has
be
the
you or me.
who has the Fang one?
Nyx.
Nick
Who's it?
It'll be Nyx.
Okay.
hasn't left Nyx's body since she picked it up.
All
And then
right.
you also have the rapier.
No, she.
I have the rapier.
The
rapier
The
is the
needle
fang.
is the needle.
Fang
Yeah.
is the
All right,
rapier.
guys. How about this? Let's
Oh.
do this. You guys can figure that out in chat while
Yep.
Ludovic takes his turn, so we can jump into the combat.
Do it.
Okay.
All right, Ludovic. Start us off. The priests all are like their bodies are sliding up off of this crescent moon,
Okay.
and it's just the like disgusting slurping sound as
Okay.
their organs, which should have rotted away centuries ago, spill out of their backs, and blood just spills down into the pool. What are you gonna do?
Okay, so who would be out of I assume probably 4 and 5 in Kings and Nyx, who is closer to like who? Or are they about equal distance?
Who's
From,
closer
like-
to who?
So like is Nyx and 5 close together? Or
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
four-
like they
are
would be
about
closer to the
equal?
ones that are on the ground. The ones that are up top are higher up in
Okay.
the air.
So the ones closer to the ground, I'm gonna give thy homies just a little bit more time to do their things, and I'm going to pull out my Bandalore, and I'm casting Entangle on both of them to kind of keep them down a little bit longer, to keep them away
Yeah.
from
What's
I
your
need-
DC?
14 strength.
They both fail.
Awesome. So they are both
I rolled an
restrained.
8 and a 9.
Nice. They are both restrained. That would charge. And I'm gonna use probably all of my movement. Probably. So, can I delay my movement to like move with Mia if she moves?
No, because you'd have to like ready an action to do the movement to take the
Okay.
dash action.
Okay, so then I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can really do without wasting too much stuff.
Here, I'm adding which weapon each one seems to correlate to right now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I'm gonna yell down to King, "Don't fucking die!"
Again.
And yeah, again, and I'm gonna make again really loud. And King, you're gonna get a wonderful Ludovic Bardic inspiration.
Ooh, what does that add to me? A D6
That's
or D8?
only a D6.
Okay. Hey,
I haven't taken any more levels in fucking Bard to up
One
that.
6 is greater than 0.
I've been trying to make myself a little bit more useful. But
Arthur Proudstring is like, I feel like he's deviated from our lessons a little bit.
just a little bit.
Just a
Just a
silly
little.
little guy. This little dude.
So-
And that's
Alright, Ludovic,
everything
is that it
I'm
for
doing.
you?
Yep.
Okay, so you're not moving at all, you're staying where you're at?
No, I'll just stay where I'm at.
Cool. Mia, you're up.
Hello, hello. Shalom, shalom. Okay. question, my dear father. Which out of where the map is, where I'm currently at, which one is where would the statue to the Staff of Blackfire be? Because I don't know where they're supposed to be.
We'll see. Yeah, good question. Good question. You're pretty down the line. I'll just roll a d4. Okay, it'll be on this side.
Okay, so like right here.
Yeah, like basically like picture like alcove, 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 alcove.
Okay. So would this one be the Staff of Blackfire, or would this one be the Staff of Blackfire? So I want to make sure I'm using my movement wisely.
Totally. I will stay there close enough that like. How about this? I think this is fair, just so we're not worrying about like what's the difference between this alcove and this alcove.
Yeah, sorry.
Basically, to like get into this area from like down here, over here, over here would be one move, and then I think it probably would take like another move to like get up into the statue, like into the shrine with it. Like Casimir was just casual out of combat, just kind of moving around, but to run over here and know exactly which one you're going to, I think would take like a move and a dash.
What if I popped out my wings and I flew up into it?
A little
Pop out your wings, then I'd say that could do one move.
Amped in action.
My wings are my bony action.
Bony.
My bony action.
Boning.
So,
Your phony bony.
my phony bony baloney. So I just like I get my bearings and I'm like, I'm still learning how to do this. And like I'm picturing every time Nick does something badass and she's like, I want to be badass too. And just whoosh, like the wings appear. She's like, ah.
Whoa! Hey, watch it.
But sorry,
Here.
sorry, Ludo, I'm not
Like,
used to
kinda, like,
these.
tilts a
And
little bit.
she just like flies out.
Oh, you push him off the edge. Ah.
Yeah.
Little fledgling bird, just like
Just a big, like a bunch of feathers, just in the face.
Yeah, like one awkward side flap before it goes full stride towards where the staff is. So, yeah, right over there.
Cool.
And I would like to gracefully set down the staff.
Okay. We'll say use your action to set the staff into the shrine. As soon as you do, you see the tattoo on this or they're not ghosts, they're more like kind of like floating mummified corpses. The tattoo fades, immediately lights on the statue that you're standing next to, and its body splashes down into the pool and just sinks under the water and is gone. And the other four like immediately begin to get much more aggressive and like move like they're going to attack as soon as they can.
Yeah. So seeing that, she just kind of like nods and she's like, everyone, fuck shit up. That's her turn.
Okay. Good deal. You're up.
Okay, I'm going to tell them that we don't know how fragile are them, and if I don't know if they die, if someone of them dies, we are gonna affect the ritual. So please do not try to harm them. Looking at King Sagnit, and I'm going to cast silence.
Silence.
Okay.
I'm going to like breathe this fire. It starts to make a circle around them, and Sam's gone.
Okay. Sounds good. Anything else?
Yeah. How far can I move towards the priest?
Like you, I mean, you were right here. You could get like right up to the edge of the pool, or you could kind of make your way down the stairs a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to make an Amaru wall fly near them. So I'm trying to draw the attention toward me, then ignore the
Okay, why don't you go ahead and give me a performance check, DC 14. See if you can draw some of their attention to you.
Make me proud. Make me proud.
14.
Ooh. Okay, you just start shouting and running and sending fire up into the air. Amaru's like flapping his wings and roaring, and this one turns and, even though you don't have a weapon, is focused on you.
Okay.
Okay.
That.
All right. That brings us to its turn. It flies out towards you with its arms outstretched. And 1 second. It's going to make an attack. 2 for the first attack. Second attack, 7 on the dice, and final attack, dirty 20.
That hits even if I shield.
That hits even if you do shield.
Uh-huh.
Dang. Okay.
Is he within 30 feet of me?
No.
Probably not.
Okay.
No.
I have to ask.
No.
I have to ask.
No.
You're taking 17 points of like evil radiant damage as their fist like reaches out and touches you. It's just searing pain as this silvery white light burns into your flesh. And then
I have to make a constitution.
Give me a constitution save.
16.
Okay. You are okay. That phase of the moon on its forehead begins to grow brighter and brighter, and you just avert your gaze and you're all good. That'll be it for its turn. It would be number 1's turn, but it fell into the pool. Who am I hearing? Is that me?
No, it's good deal. He's not at his actual house right now.
Good deal.
That's my nephew.
I'm just kidding. Okay, that'll take us to number 4, who has the maul. Or is associated with the maul. Okay, so Casimir put the crossbow, but you still have a weapon, right, Casimir?
Yeah, I have the spear.
You have the spear, and Ludovic has one too. Okay, I'm gonna see who it goes after. Gonna go after Ludovic. He flies straight towards you, arms outstretched.
That's restrained.
Yeah, he's restrained, boss.
Oh, he is restrained. I'm sorry.
You also went
You're
towards
right.
Casimir.
There's a reason why I did this.
Yeah, I meant to say. Yeah, he's going to Casimir because he has.
You said Ludovic.
Yeah.
Oh, did I? Oh, sorry, my bad. He's going to use an action to
care.
try and escape then.
Comedy of errors.
13.
I think he needs a strength 14 to get out.
Okay, he is just trying to rip out of it, but you're like all of this entanglement is just pulling him down into the water. He's not able to do really anything. Kings, you're up.
Do it,
Yeah,
Kings.
fuck kid.
Respectful.
So you don't want me to kill these things?
No.
Okay.
No.
All
And we're in
right.
a silent right now too.
That doesn't mean anything to me.
That's right.
Is there any way I could possibly jump and grab this one and pull him down?
You can attempt it, but I'm going to say you roll at disadvantage since you're trying to jump up out of water, which is going to make it quite a bit harder.
Sorry, are we saying athletics?
It'd be, yeah, you're going to make a grapple check, but you'll just roll with disadvantage. It's fucking fly.
Okay, all right.
Is that what you
Worth
want to
it.
do?
If I am bound from using the blade of Firestorm, then yes, I would like to restrain him so he doesn't cause any further damage.
Beat a 5.
Statue.
Try it. Try and beat it.
All right, my first one's a 15. Second one's a 22, so 15.
Okay, yeah, you jump up into the air, grab its leg, and pull it back down with you, and it splashes into the water. It is grappled by you.
And then, you know what? Just because I'm feeling saucy, I will go ahead and use my action surge, and I will cast Bless. Who all can I hit with Bless? I can probably hit Nyx. Do you think I could hit Casimir with a little Blessy ball?
Are you in the silence though?
Probably. Oh
wait. Oh.
You can't if you're in the silence.
I guess it does affect
Yep,
you.
it's got verbal. Shit! Alright, I do not use my action surge. I will place this trap card in face down defense position.
End your turn.
End my turn.
Okay.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Number 5 is up. Number 5 is restrained, so we're going to try and break free. 17 for a total of a dirty 20. Rips free.
Barely.
And then was going to use its movement to just... it's just going to like fly straight up into the air and just get a better sense of where everybody is and try not to get smacked in the face by something. Number 2 is up. It is grappled. But it's still gonna take. It can still attack you. Ooh. Actually, you know what? Oh, it can. Okay, it's gonna make an attack. It's gonna. 21 against you, Kings.
Oh yeah, you got me.
Okay, sweet. You will take 16 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, okay. Let me.
We're all spread out with our auras.
That would be a 23.
You saved that, but it is like you've got it grappled, but it is grabbing at you and like trying to pull your face towards it as its tattoo begins to glow brighter and brighter. But as it does, like blood is just leaping out of the wound, and like that silvery light of Mother Night is just being stained. I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw, DC 14.
Oh, doubling down.
Miguel and I are over here just like fucking around. It's like, eh.
That is a 16.
Saved. Okay.
Let's
You
go.
are all right. Nothing happens. Casimir, you're up.
Yeah, I think it'd be fair to say that seeing Mia place that and this guy fall and just, I kind of picking up what's going on here.
Beat down, literally.
I'm gonna just cool like Legolas flip onto Hoop's back, and if I can just know where the spear priest statue is.
Yeah. You know what? I think this actually would be more interesting than with me. I was like, oh, just 2 dashes. That's kind of lame. I think, how about make a nature or religion check to see if you can, like, in the heat of battle, match up and kind of intuitively be like, the next phase is this one, which is this weapon.
Got it. They're both
See what you can
equally
do there.
bad, so that's a 3.
The ground, you're not exactly sure which one to go to. You could just
Where's
make a
my
random guess if you want
spectacles?
and have maybe a chance of getting it right.
Oops, sorry. Yeah. I will do that. So what do we got on the board here? We got these 2 are used, right? They're used up.
You're basically you're just gonna go to one and I'll have you roll a d4 because you have a 1 in 4 chance if it's just totally random.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see how much I can get in a movement. So are they all like equidistant, like apart? Is it kind of, or is like?
Yeah, kind of.
All right, I'll
Don't
just
worry about
I'll
it
go
too
right
much.
here. I'll go to
Fancy
Okay.
word.
You're just like running with Hoop. You get the spear and get ready to just like throw it down into the alcove. Roll a d4 on a 4. This is the correct one.
So if,
Roll
if I roll a 4, it's the right one.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, looking for a 4.
Get a 4.
Come on.
That's a
Yeah,
1.
Big no whammies.
You drop the spear down into it, and nothing happens. And that'll be your action.
Couldn't I
Got
just
more
look
movement?
to see if the thing had the thing on the thing, or did I already use that when trying to
It's
see
heat
it
of
from
battle,
afar?
boy. You don't have time to like sit and study
You got
super.
6 seconds,
you know?
baby. You got 6 seconds.
Then I don't know how much movement you want to say I move, but I got 50 feet on Hoop. So I would maybe want to try and get as far as I can to the next.
I'll say, because you like have to at least like put the spear in to see if anything happens. It doesn't. You're like, fuck. Grab it again and start moving. I'll say you can like start heading back. You can kind of like get to like
Oh, nice.
here-ish.
There's not like another one over here or anything?
Oh, do you want to keep going this way?
Yeah, I just wherever the closest
Okay,
one
sure.
is where I would want to go towards.
I mean, you're basically gonna have to get over to this side now, so
Oh, I'm gonna have
it
to
doesn't
get.
super matter.
Yeah, it doesn't
Well, 'cause
fucking matter. And then
3
I'm gonna.
here and 3 there.
Then that's my action. That's my movement. I'm gonna bonus action cast Misty Step on myself, and it's actually on Hooper as well because whatever spell I cast that has a range of self automatically gets cast on him too.
Plus 2.
So I'll go another 30 feet this way,
Cool.
wherever you wanna put me, and then I'll
There-ish.
yell, just put the weapons. I always sound like German when I yell. Put the weapons. Put the weapons. Put the weapons in the. Put the weapons in the statues. It will kill. It will kill
Oh
them.
my god, put the weapons in the statues.
You're not
Okay, next, let's go to you.
Okay, I have some shenaniganery. If I gave my rapier to Baxter, would he be able to carry it to one of the statues?
No. Rapier's way too heavy for Baxter to carry.
I thought. All right.
Skipped wing day.
Yeah, he skipped wing day. God damn it. All right, then I will boney action show Mia how to bamf out her wings, and they'll just kind of like appear behind me, and then I'll take 30 feet of movement where I can get all of these ghosties in range, and then I will channel my divinity and champion challenge them all to come at me. So they all need to wisdom 16.
How does that? I want to. How does that champion challenge look and sound and feel?
I think when she
Yeah, how does
pops
it
up in the
taste like?
air, very Mercy-esque with the wings, like little ravens, feathers shooting out to each of them.
Nice.
like
I hate
Heather.
to say it, but I rolled 16, 18, 17, and then I rolled a 4 for this guy. So the rest of them are all going. They're not super tricked into going after you, but this dude is very susceptible. He went for Gadil. He's like, turns to you, and gets ready to go for you.
All right. Well, he can't go 30 feet farther away from me. He has to stay within 30 feet of me.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. And
Alright,
yeah, that'll
end of your
be
turn?
it. Yep.
All right, Ludovic, you're up. Oh my god.
Okay, so watching essentially two of these kind of just drop then. The statues are on either side, right? Over here
Yeah, and
over here.
like basically, just to make it easy and more like fun with rolling,
Not spear.
I must be missing something is in the chat, but like. If you want to like try and put yours in the right place, you're going to need to make a religion or a nature check to identify it, and then have enough movement and either an action or a bonus action left over to like go put the item there.
Yeah, I just realized nobody else would know it's not the spear, so I have to leave that.
Okay, so
And we all know who has whose weapon, and we saw you
Yeah, but
put
you
it
don't-
there and then pick it up.
Yeah, you guys.
I'm just trying to do it
Heat
for
of the
my
moment, heat of the
memory.
moment.
we're
Yeah.
good. We're good. Okay, so you said I have to make a religion check or a nature
Or
check?
nature.
Okay.
Speed of 12.
Come on, Jack, don't trade. Let's go.
I know. Oh, okay, so religion I got a +4. Nature I got a +4. Okay, so I got a fucking 50-50 chance here. Okay. See if it only rolls one time and not like 19 times.
Ooh.
Okay. 19.
Okay. You look down at your weapon. You're kind of like just scanning the whole room, and you just see all 3 line up that you need, and head over this way. You got a bonus action left over to put your item in, and you're holding the. Which one did you have?
I have
A sword.
the sword of Blackfire, I believe it is.
This one climbing higher and higher up into the sky, just deanimates, falls down and splashes into the water.
Yeah, fuck you too.
Yeah, fuck
Get
you,
fucked.
man.
You fuck
So
nerd.
that would be
Fuck you, Shorzy.
action, movement, and bonus action to find it, go, put it.
That's everything. Yeah, I'm good.
You're up.
Hello, shalak, shalom. So, question to Mr. Tall, Buff, and Kingly. Do you currently have the weapon on you?
Yes.
I'm gonna do a drive-by, if that's okay.
Grab on by.
Okay.
Pop a cap.
I will. Bang, bang,
Bye-bye.
religion.
Magic
So,
Missile Tower.
I'm gonna do my good old religion check to get that, find the right spot for the molly
Yeah,
ball.
so we'll say you use part of your movement to swoop down. Your bonus action, you interact, swoop it out of King's hand, go up into the air, and now you're looking for where you need to go.
Baba booey. That is an 18.
Gotta get it here.
Baby.
To get it where? Sorry.
Right next to
you
right
need
where
to
you
get
were
it.
at.
LMAO. Okay, back to where I was.
But you've got, you can start heading back that way between getting down there, getting it, going up, finding it. That's about where you're at.
Okay, so like, was my action looking for it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Then, do I have any? Nope. That's it. That's all I got.
Okay. Good deal. What you got? You're muted, by the way. Good deal.
Yeah, I'm
Dun,
thinking.
dun, 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 dun.
Oh my! I couldn't
Can
get
I?
the books deck. Hold on. I'm just gonna see if I can. I don't have like drapes on these curtains yet, so I'm just stacking books to try and block out that sun.
5 more D&D books.
Yeah.
Start putting up 10
They
pounds
keep
of
getting
windows.
thinner
I
and
mean,
thinner.
that sounds like a good.
They are never enough.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you could buy
Okay,
the hard
hopefully those
copy of
don't
a
fall.
Crown of the Oathbreaker. It's like 2 inches fucking thick. Insane.
It fell. It fell. It fell. Yeah.
Literally, my life.
Good deal. What you doing?
No. Baxter is not strong enough to hold a weapon, but Amaru.
Amaro could.
It's a baby.
Can I send Amaru to get Nick's weapon?
Yeah. Does it use your action to command Amaru, or is that your bonus action?
It's not. It's actually my bonus section.
Okay,
to
so you
command them.
send Amaru to get Nix's? Because Nix
Yeah.
is actually up in the air. Oh, but Amaru can fly.
Amaru can
Yeah,
fly.
so Amaru flies up, snatches up the weapon, so you've used your bonus action to send Amaru, and you can kind of continue to use it to direct him where you think they need to go. Now just make a nature or religion check to see if you can find the right one to send him to.
Is 15 enough?
He's got to go over here. I'd say he has enough movement to like start getting there, but not enough to actually get it into the shrine.
Okay.
Well-
I can just do that.
Why don't have Amaru make a DC 14 athletics check. See if he can push himself a little bit here. We'll give Amaru a moment to shine,
Yeah.
maybe.
When's the time
Come on,
shine?
Amaru.
Come on, Amaru.
Come on, push yourself, dude.
Come on, Amaru. Be so cool.
Athletics. He has a +3 in strength. Okay.
Okay.
Hey!
So
He's
a little better than a 50-50 chance.
Come on, 11 or higher.
Or exactly what you need to not get there.
Can I use my inspiration on Amaru?
You want to use it next?
Can I use my?
Can Amaru
Can I
have his
use
own
my inspiration?
inspiration?
Amaru cannot have his own inspiration.
Damn it. Damn.
Amaru is flying as fast as he can and is just not gonna make it, and then he just bellows out fire, and it like almost like jets him, like he just bursts out of his flames and out the side of his mouth, and he'll go crashing into the room with the shrine, and can like drop it as his action. Which one? Nyx had what? What did you have, Nyx?
I had the rapier.
Okay. Rapier goes down.
1. Yeah.
There's only 2 left. Okay. Good deal. That's the end of your turn. Number 3's gone. Number 1's gone. Number 4 is up, but still restrained. Gotta fucking try to escape. Nope. My poor villains are getting their ass kicked again. Kings, you're up.
Yes.
That gives us the best chance.
I got this one, and I just yelled, "If we could please hurry!" as I'm going to begin to attempt to restrain this this ghoulish creature.
Beat a 15. That's what
Heart
they
of the
roll.
cards, heart of the
King says
cards,
that.
heart of the cards.
Come on, Daddy.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Daddy.
Ooh.
I'm using my inspiration right now. I do not want to drown in blood.
Daddy, please.
You can do it. You can.
Better than a nat
No.
one.
Better. That's
Better than a nat one.
Okay.
Oh my butt.
Yeah, you have a
I think
D6.
I'm gonna rule that like
Oh, you do
Oh,
have a
yeah,
D6.
you still
have
have
a
Bardic.
D6, so you can potentially.
if you get a 6, you would beat it because it got a 13.
Beat
Oh,
us.
okay.
Otherwise,
Roll
we'll
a
say,
6. Roll a 6.
Dawn, Father, be with me
Heart of the
now.
cards, baby,
for
heart of
you
the
have
cards.
been with me the whole time. Heart of the cards, heart of the cards.
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
try.
Well, then that action surge that I did not use second time, the first time around, I'm going to use it now. And as you know,
Yes.
he's fighting me, and I'm just like, no, you will not get away. And I pull it back down, and Son of a bee. All right.
Dude,
Well,
did you just roll a 1, a 2, and then a 3? What are the odds of that? That's gotta be like... Oh my god, impossibly
Especially
low.
all
That's
the
crazy.
same round too.
all right. I hate myself. Okay.
Well, you might want to change the
All right,
under chat.
it
You're a little
It
bit
breaks free.
dead.
Yeah, you risk it for the biscuit and you fumble it big time.
Yep.
Risk it for the
that
biscuit,
it
all you
for
got
you,
was
Kings?
gravy.
I don't have a weapon to go place anywhere, so yes. As long as you
Okay.
stay. Yes. Yes, I'm
Time
good.
is gone. 2 is up. It's going to take another swing at you with its fist. Oh, that was so close to a 20. But it'll be a total of 19.
On me?
Mhm.
No.
Okay. And now I need you to make another DC 14 Wisdom saving throw, please.
He's so wise.
He's
Like I knew you
he's
are.
coming for me today.
He has been
Oh,
rolling good
wow.
though.
Damn.
Yep.
Is that a
okay.
4? No, that's a 3.
I mean,
Kings.
it's 3 plus 1. Yes.
Kings, as you're like looking at this thing it breaks free of your grip, grabs you by the throat, and that tattoo flashes, and like that sundial moon-shaped thing in the middle, like there's this weird shimmer kind of inside the interior of that crescent moon that you then like feel the air in front of you shimmer, and it's almost like you can see your reflection, like you're looking in a mirror for a moment, and you just freeze, just staring at yourself, like as if you're suddenly the one trapped on the other side of the mirror, and you are paralyzed.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
it does that, and then it's gonna get ready to attack you on a 6th turn if it can. Casimir, you're up.
All right. Process of elimination.
Hold that, Aaron. Don't move.
Process of elimination. I've seen what did
You blinked.
I've seen who put their weapons where.
Go ahead and just make a nature or religion check with advantage at this point. I think it'd be pretty easy for you to narrow it down. Just get a 14 or higher.
15.
Ayy.
Okay. You know which
There's
one.
one on
you know,
each
you
side,
should have-
right? And
Yeah.
he knew it wasn't on the left, so it had to be on the right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, good point.
Just
I
one
thought
roll,
there
just
were still
cause.
Oh, I got it. We got
Yeah.
it.
Just for
That's
the
fine.
fun of it.
Yeah, just for the
Yeah,
fuck
Just
of
for the funsies.
Okay.
Yeah.
You run over with Hoop, another weapon dropped in, and that one would be
Beer, who is ready to hit.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. My one bad guy that's like, ha ha, like about to do something, just drops, deanimates. You guys figured this all out pretty damn quick.
Da-dum-dum.
Okay,
it.
that one drops.
I guess, and who has the last one? I mean, I wouldn't.
Me.
Yeah.
You
I picked
got
up
it.
King's weapon before he got paralyzed, and I'm currently like en route. ETA like 1 second.
Okay.
It's yeah.
That'll be my turn.
Yeah. Mia, we'll just jump to you.
Thank you.
Because obviously you fly in, skirt, drop the weapon, and this ghost that was like flying towards King's, gonna try and do something, just splashes down into the water.
As he's charging King's, I'm just like, these ghosts are going to leave the Burton family alone, thank you. Us. Tired of these ghosts and
Out of these motherfucking ghosts.
ghosts in this motherfucking
These
valley.
Motherfucking temples.
Realm.
Okay. As you place the final relic into the shrine, and the last of these mummified priests falls under the water, the blood begins to dissipate in the water, but it doesn't turn perfectly clear. In fact, it almost turns more opaque as it begins to shimmer with a silver light. And you watch that same shimmer that Kings had seen in the crescent of the moon begin to refract out until this kind of swirling moon-like portal opens within the crescent moon, making it a full moon. And looking at it, it is a slightly kind of broken mirror on one side, kind of jagged and imperfect, and then on the other side, a perfectly smooth mirror. What do y'all want to do? Oh, sorry, Kings, you're not paralyzed anymore.
You said it was like a portal?
Kind of looks like I mean, that's the closest thing I could describe it. When you're looking at it, it's like a broken mirror on one side. If you were to walk around to the other side, it's a perfectly smooth mirror.
Okay.
That's kind of what I meant.
Can I
I
like?
link with Baxter, and I tell Baxter to fly through first.
Baxter flies through. There's kind of a ripple that almost like craters out, like it was on like an asteroid hitting the moon, and he flies out the other side, and he looks a little cleaner than he did when he first flew through, maybe.
Okay.
But other than that, nothing really seems to happen
Can
with Baxter.
Okay.
I want to pluck my Bandalore and cast Fly on myself. Pick up the Sword of Blackfire. And kind of like seeing Baxter fly through it and come out just a little bit cleaner. I want to like kind of like levitate down to it
Yeah, you just put the broken.
and just like slowly put the sword in and see
Yeah.
kind of what it does.
Yeah, through the broken side,
Okay.
out to the fixed side.
You begin to
I
push
wonder
the
what
sword
opposite of Mia
through,
just said.
Oh.
and as you place it, as you like push through the sword, you would expect it to like immediately appear on the other side. It doesn't. It like just kind of vanishes like as it goes through, and you can see like as you're looking through your mirror, like it kind of like just turns to this like silvery mist inside. It's hard to tell exactly, almost like ethereal or spectral. And then if you were to like pull it back out, nothing's changed, but seems like you might infer like Baxter flew all the way through, whereas you're like just kind of stepping in and stepping back out. Doesn't seem to
Put
do
my
much.
toes in the water.
I
I'm gonna-
grabbed my.
Full go through then.
Okay. Ludwig's going full balls to the walls through.
Yeah.
You never
To the
go full
wall.
balls to the walls.
One
Yeah, you never go
second.
I gallop away on Hooper.
Never
and
go full
go
balls.
get my spear.
Never go full balls.
That's the episode
okay.
title.
Never go full balls.
Never go full balls.
I only go full balls.
All right, I'm gonna switch our playlist real fast.
Balls
Oh,
deep.
shit.
That's how Luna was
Amber.
born.
That's how I know I just fucked up. Playlist has to get switched.
No, you didn't fuck up. I just Ludwig. You press the sword into this portal-like mirror, and then begin to step through. And as your arm passes through, it turns just pure silvery white. And as you step all the way through, you are a silhouette of glowing, perfect, pure moonlight. And it's just the blackness of space all around you, the heavens extending in all directions as you're just floating there in the air. And as you slowly turn around, looking back through this portal, this mirror portal, you see your reflection staring back at you. Describe to us what... No. Describe to us if Ludovic looked in a mirror and saw all the worst sides of him, all the worst aspects, the things that he disliked the most. And not just physical, like kind of like you're seeing just the version of you that is the worst version, at least in your mind. What would Ludovic see?
Oh, well, kind of the biggest thing for this entire, I guess, throughout the whole campaign is him consistently downing himself for not being enough for his friends. So he like maybe see that first like representation of himself when he first appeared, and then there'd be some different representations of like his while he was in his original plane of him thinking that it was okay to like when he was stealing quite a bit, stealing from some of the older folks that he knew at the time that they needed the money more than he did, or the items that he stole, and like reading throughout the papers that the Johnsons had passed away, and there's like an obituary. But Ludovic knew that I stole something that was very important to them that ended up killing them, and just kind of the people that he's slightly taken under his wing to show how to steal, and then like a quick glimpse of when he was in jail for like the last time before coming to the land of Strahd and Barrowvale or Barrowvale.
You look in the mirror and you see all these things, and you come face to face with thoughts and feelings that you usually try and suppress. You see a form begin to take, or you see a silhouette take form around this mirror that is just floating in space. And you see these porcelain white hands grab the side, and you see the hooded head of Mother Night herself slowly rise up from behind the mirror. Her dress just falls out behind her, just off, like it's almost like drifts through the heavens like the Milky Way galaxy. It's just so vast and massive and just incomprehensible. But she says with the most gentle voice, "Ludovic, I have illuminated your path as best I could, as I have all children of your realm. And now you have come to a new phase of your life. If you are prepared for it, if you are ready for it, step through."
He'll kind of like just float there. Like deep in his mind, there's no ground that he can physically see, so he's like freaking the fuck out because Ludovic still doesn't like heights.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Oh fuck! Oh god!
just in the mind.
You piss yourself. Oh fuck! Oh no!
No fire the moon god!
She waves her hand and the piss goes away. It just like goes back.
That's rough, buddy.
You're
Billy
fine.
Madison, all the cool kids piss their pants. I'll float slowly back to the portal and kind of just look up at her. Thank you for lighting the way and showing me I could be better. And then I'll kind of just like pass through.
As you pass through, the sword that had previously just been, well, I guess I should say this first. Oh, how do we want to do this? How do we want to do this? Sorry, one sec.
Oh no, we lost Ludovic, guys.
Ludovic's dead. Strahd steps through holding his burned off head.
Again, both of them, both heads.
Were you looking for this?
Here, actually, okay, sorry. I think I want to figure this out first. So Ludovic, we could say you have the sword for now. I think that's fine.
Cool. Yep.
You might want to change it later. I'm gonna tell you. Oh fuck! This might run.
You probably had each weapon set to a specific person, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
But I'm now trying to decide, like, do I tell you what they do before you step through and you can assign them, or after?
After.
You want it after?
After.
Oh, I
Yeah,
want it
'cause-
after.
Okay.
I feel like we would probably all at that point kind of know maybe like a basic of what the weapons are, and we can kind of discuss like amongst ourselves, like, oh shit, you know,
That
this
could be-
doesn't
that could
really
be the break
suit my
talk.
fighting style, but like
Sure.
this does.
Okay. The sword is the first thing to pass through, and before it had been just like this burning black blade of pitch black tar-like fire, now replaced with pure sunlight. Like the sun flares that like fall off of the sun, that's what kind of like dances up the blade. The hilt meets the blade, like the handle is shaped like the holy symbol of the Dawnfather. So it is this radiant golden sun with solid golden rays that go out in all directions. The handle is sunlight, like you would feel like you'd pass right through it, but you grab it and it has weight to it. And then at the bottom, it is a small like tassel of what looks like at first like hair, like just like a decorative hair tassel, but it is also just like maybe like phoenix flames or like the mane of like like a not a nightmare, but like a good version of that. It is just this beautiful sun blade. It will use the properties of a sun blade.
Hey.
So you can divvy that out to who you'd like later. But then Ludovic, as you continue passing through.
Do I come back as my changeling? I miss my body.
Beat me to it. Everybody else watches Ludovic step through.
No.
You see the blade emerge. You see a wine bottle in the other hand, kind of as he steps through, and you think you're kind of expecting to see Ismark Ludovic, but instead you see Ludovic's changeling form returned to its purest form in this new phase of his life.
Nobody tell him.
Yes.
Nobody tell him.
Nobody tell him.
Yeah, nobody say anything.
Damn.
Changes
Typical
into
Mia faction. She's
And-
giving him a hug.
And Ludovic, the last thing that happens is your gong, which you've been using as a shield. You've been using it as a bardic instrument. It's also gone through many phases of life. The runes are constantly changing, and new ones are being added and taken away. I'm going to give you an opportunity here to describe what does this gong, like, what does it look like? What does it become in this moment as it is a major part of who your character is. It also is going to change to reflect this new phase. You kind of have a little creative liberty here to be like, what do you want it to be?
Man, this is totally on the spot.
Mhm.
So previously, throughout it started off as the actual circular gong, and then when becoming Ludomark, it changed into kind of just a regular shield, like a kite shield. And so I feel like at this point Ludovic's changed and grown so much that it kind of comes back out as those tower shields to an extent. So big, kind of rounded corners, kind of like how the Spartan armies, like phalanx would have had. So kind of rounded at the top and the bottoms, and this just very intricate design that, if you looked close enough, you could really see all of the runes in a nice circular pattern, kind of, or an oval pattern as they kind of start coming up the shield. And yeah, it's black with gold trimmings a little bit, and just very neat, very brand new looking.
Awesome.
So, and then on the back would be my fire rune is huge, and then my cloud rune at the bottom is also very big and very prominent now on the shield.
And you can see your runes on the backs of the shield are in the positions and worked in decoratively to the phases of the moon, and your moon scabbard sword that you've had, Ismark's, the moon, all of the moon iconography on it is glowing with this silver light.
Fuck yeah, love it.
And so that weapon will now do, it's not like a +1, but it'll do magical damage, and
fuck yeah,
gives you the added power you need to reach level 10. Between getting your old body back, getting your sword, getting the shield cleansed, you will be level 10.
Fuck yeah, I love it.
Okay. Who wants to go next, and with what weapon will you be taking?
I was gonna say that when I saw him do that, I galloped off on Hooper to get the spear, and I was gonna gallop back on him and reverently step off of him and approach the portal and just walk through.
Okay. Just a sec. All right. So you step through with the Queenslayer Spear, a weapon that had long been used to kill Keepers of the Feather and was used to like hunt down priests and kind of people in authority, with the ultimate goal of this weapon to kill the Raven Queen herself. Like raven's feathers hang from it, and it's made from like a chunk of moonstone taken from this temple. And as you step through, similar to everybody else, what do you see as your spectral form looks back and sees the flawed Casimir?
Like, what do I see in terms of like all the things I don't like about Casimir?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be like what you don't like. It's an opportunity for you to have Casimir see like things that he's trying to overcome, shortcomings, flaws, things like that.
Yeah, I think immediately, obviously, he sees the death of just all of his companions, and then he comes back, and he, is set on not having that happen ever again, and then he sees the death of Kai, and he's like, okay, I'm never gonna have this happen again, and he sees the death of kings, and he doubles down, and I will never let this happen again, and then he sees the death of Kari, and then kind of each time he sees each of that, his head kind of gets lower and lower, and at the end his head's kind of in his hands, and then I think he sees like the hatred that kind of consumes him all the time, that he really in a kind of a gross way enjoys, because it kind of animates him and keeps him going, but he sort of kind of despises the hate that he has for Strahd, and he, as much as he feeds on it and it keeps him going, he also remembers a time where he didn't have that, and he was a lot more like lighthearted and not so cutthroat. And then the last thing he sees is like a time where the last memory he has of his son, where the last memory he has of his son before they assaulted kind of like the castle, and it was of him like yelling at him because he left like a candle on before he went to bed, and he marinates in that for a bit.
You see your hands in your reflection, drenched and still running with the blood of your allies who fell in previous fights. Your body's kind of twitching in its reflection, holding the spear, which is also dripping blood of priests and keepers of the feather. And the face is just looking at you, a face that you almost don't recognize. It almost looks like you, it almost doesn't. You're wondering if maybe you're seeing the reflection of your previous form, or the body you were in before you became the Casimir of today. And you hear the voice of Mother Night say, "You see those you've lost before. Do you not feel you can protect those you are with now?"
No, I don't.
And why is that, Casimir? Have you not proven yourself to be a mighty warrior in this new chance at life?
I think I've survived, but as long as Strahd lives, I will never be able to protect those I care for.
And when the devil is dead, what then? If you live only to protect those that you love, what is left of you when there's nothing to protect them from?
It will go to the ones that I've lost. I would wish to be with them again another night.
If that is the path you choose, then that is the path I will illuminate. And you see before you this kind of shimmering bridge of moonlight leads back into the mirror, where you see your broken reflection. She says, when you pass through into this new phase of your life, when your mission is complete, and when you are ready, I will welcome you into the great heavenly beyond.
And he'll give a little salute, and he will say, I look forward to seeing you there. And he'll walk through.
Step through. The spear passes through first. Again, a long spear shaft with this jagged end made of like broken moonstone. It almost looks kind of like a primitive like obsidian spear, the way they've like chipped the moonstone. Feathers are wrapped all around it, and blood just pours out of the like little pockmarked craters on the end of the spear. As you step through, though, you're not holding the spear. You're holding your spear. The ones that had like the handprints of your companions. Only the end of it has been replaced with this shard of jagged moonstone that just glows pure silver. Several raven's feathers now hang from the spear. And you can see that the handprints that your companions had left on your spear, they're still present on here. And between you and the rest of them, they each like have that similar little matching tattoo that you'd seen on the priest, like the phases of the moon almost imprinted on the palm. And this spear has now become it's going to work a little funky. It's going to use the mechanics of the javelin of lightning, only instead of lightning, when you throw it, it like is going to basically shunt through the phases of the moon, just and then return to you. And it doesn't have the limit of only can be used once per day. It can be used 3 times per day.
Sweet.
So it's still same damage. It's still the core mechanics of the item. So we'll just use that just so it's easy for you to look up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, whenever you throw it, each of the handprints becomes like a new phase that will carry the spear before it returns to you the full moon.
I can use that 3 times, but I got it. Sweet.
Casimir, I'm going to leave this up to you.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think it's a choice Casimir could make. When you step through, do you want to stay in this body, or do you want to return to your old body? And there is no right or wrong answer here. It's whatever Casimir feels would be what he wants.
I think he would stay in this body because this is kind of personally for me, like, this body is this group, and his original is for like when this is all done.
Damn, we're not part of his inner circle.
No.
You step through staying in your new form, your new body. Your memories, though.
Actually, no. I want to be a little buddy. I want to go little buddy. Sorry.
Oh, snap.
Casimir, why don't you tell us what this body looked like?
Shit. God damn it.
Well,
I can't decide that for you.
Yeah, no, I just not as lithe. Maybe like a couple inches shorter, a little stockier. Not the features aren't as sharp. The hair is kind of similar. He doesn't look as gaunt, like the worry lines, like the crow's feet and the frown lines up here are much less pronounced. He looks a lot younger, a lot less close to death. And yeah, like the hair is similar, but the very similar, but the features aren't as sharp, and the eyes are green, and the brow and everything doesn't look as like frowny. It looks more like lighter, and almost like his neutral expression is like has a sort of a smirk.
Okay. And here's why that is. As you step through, and your body is returned, your memories are cleansed and brought back to you. No longer like stuck between two lives, two souls, two bodies. You're able to separate what happened to Casimir and what happened to whoever you were just moments ago. And there are many, we could go through so many, but the one that stands out in this moment is that memory you just said. The last one you had of Casimir was snapping at your son about leaving a candle burning. But lifetimes spent wandering the fogs around Barrowvale clouded your mind. That's not what happened. See, after you snapped at him, he kind of sunk back. Casimir, you went back into the room and showed compassion and sat down and comforted your son and read him a story of Mother Night and how she takes the moon up into the sky to drive away the evil spirits and keep your family safe. And your son kind of just starts to fall asleep in your arms. Smile on his face. And what's the last thing Casimir says to him before leaving?
I think, since kind of knowing where he's just gonna go after everybody's asleep, he will just kind of pull the covers up. He'll kiss him on his forehead, and he'll say, "I will always love you." And he'll kiss him again, and walk out. And then when he gets to like the door frame, he'll do a little look back, and then like rap on the door, and then walk out.
As you walk out, you just see your son sleeping peacefully in the light of a full moon shining in through the window. And you all see Casimir step through, softened features in his original form, holding his spear that is merged with the Queenslayer. And you'll reach level 10.
Looks good on you.
What the heck? This is crazy, guys.
No, it's not you.
I refuse this. Go back through the mirror.
What this is what I sound like.
Reverse your character development right now. Take it back. Take it back.
Okay. Who wants to go next?
Nix.
Yeah. I'll go.
Yeah.
What are you stepping through with?
Enjoying this.
I have the rapier.
The Night Fang? Okay.
The Night Fang.
You step through. And what do you see in your reflection?
I mean, she came into this being the mindset of a healing sort of caregiver type, but now she's kind of seen what she can do and is worrying that she's a lot more like Strahd than might let on, and that's frightening because she doesn't want to hurt her, her new friends, family, and that's the one thing she's terrified of since she's already almost killed one before. Just hoping that there's redemption in Strahd somewhere, because that means there's that in her as well.
You see yourself holding the Night Fang. Your reflection staring back at you. Pitch black. Almost seems to have like the texture of feathers across the skin, just this inky blackness. And as you look into the eyes, they're just glowing orbs of crimson blood red. And you feel kind of a tinge in your hand as if two fangs were kind of pressing into your artery. You just know Strahd held this weapon at one point. Strahd used this weapon himself. And you look in your reflection, and you're not sure if it's just the texture of, or the way that the feathers are kind of falling, or your cloak or what, but the reflection looks oddly similar to the silhouette of Strahd, just kind of head cocked, staring at you. And Mother Night looks down at you and says, "This is not the path you wish to walk, is it, Nyx?"
Not at all.
Do you believe one's fate is set in stone? As a knight of the Raven Queen. She just kind of looks at you curiously.
Ever changing. People's decisions change everything. Unpredictable.
Then why do you fear a fate that is yet to come or pass?
Happened once already. Couldn't resist him. Who knows?
Your family, at one point, chose a very dark path. One of violence and conquest, vanity and glory. And this is where it led them. What guides you, Nyx Ravenloft?
Friendship, compassion is what I hope to, but I know I don't always go it well.
Those are virtuous things. Things that Strahd did not have. If you stay on the path that you currently walk, Nyx, you will be nothing like him. Step through. Begin your new phase of life.
Yeah, I'll look down where I felt the puncture marks on my wrist, and then just kind of walk through with my head down, just like, okay.
You step through. The blade, which had previously appeared like a long fang, has changed. The handle, the handguard, is now this decorative, like intertwined black iron that looks like the head of a raven. And the blade is this long, slightly curved beak of a black raven saber. And as Nyx steps through, you all see behind her several of the stars begin to move closer, closer, until 6 white, shimmering ravens made of like moonlight flock around you. And they like all fly directly into where that puncture wound had been made. And as they do, and they hit, white tattooed ravens shoot up your arm where you're holding the blade. And between the blessings of Mother Night and the blessings of the Raven Queen, you will reach level 10 and have your meta magic and your aura of protection with this new flock of moonlight ravens. Oh, and the sword, duh. It is a sword. It uses the functionality of the sword of life stealing, but it says in that, like, oh, you take hit points unless it's a construct or undead. Because it is now a weapon of the Raven Queen, specifically with the design now to kill Strahd, it ignores that fact.
Okay.
So it will affect him.
Wait.
Cool. Who's next? We've got Gadil, we've got Kings, and I think we've got Mia. I'll roll for it. I like to do that. I should have started doing that from the beginning. Gadil, you'll be 1-2. Kings is 3-4. Mia 5-6.
You got it.
5. Mia.
Hi. Hello. I am.
What do you see?
Yeah. walking through with the staff of Blackfire, because that's what we decide off camera.
Cool.
And first thing that she would definitely see is just young, naive Mia, the farm girl, with her red gloves and her ratty clothes with splinters. And then she just started, like, she's smiling, but she's, like, not standing on anything. She's kind of, like, dangling there. And then, like, her head slowly turns and it snaps and it breaks and it spins back around. And it's her face, but with the singular eye socket. And then it twists and turns and snaps again, and it's Selena. Cracks, snaps, turns around again, and it's Kai. Snap, cracks, spins back around, and it's her mom. Snap, crack, turns around. It's Kings. Snap, cracks, turns around, and then it's Casimir. She's like, hey, remember all the stuff you fucked up? Here you go. Face it. And she's like, she goes to turn to look away, but she's just staring. And she's not looking away like she normally would. And then it just kind of like supernova is out into dust. And she just left there all by herself.
Left there by herself. Mother Night looks down at you. Mia. Tell me, do you still feel alone? Do you still feel like the pawn of others?
Oh, to be completely honest with you, ma'am, I don't quite know. There's definitely camaraderie, to be sure, and I know they are my friends, but once this is all over, I have a sinking suspicion I know where everybody plans to go. But I don't really have a place to go.
Alone. Again.
But I choose it this time.
Why is that, Mia?
Because it's not being forced on me. I know what I'm doing. Yeah. She does not look sure of herself at all.
See, like, Mother Night is definitely looking at you with this kind of playful smile, like, such confidence in your decision, yet the outcome could not be less certain. Mia, at the end of this, you very well could be left alone. Who will you be when you do not have your companions or this valley to go home?
I think. No, I know. I will. So, it was cheesy then, and it's cheesy now. I will be the light in the darkness. It's what I will always choose to be. It wasn't chosen before. I didn't choose it before. But I'm choosing it now. I'm gonna illuminate the path. Before I said I would break myself up to be the bridge. I'm just gonna build one.
I'm proud of you, Mia. We all are. Step through. Embrace this new, uncertain phase of your life.
Okay.
You step through. The Staff of Black Fire. Before, this long length of charred black, like a long burnt branch with a black skull at the top, burning with bubbling black tar-like fire, changes to this beautiful moonlight crystal staff and the ash, like everything that had burned away immediately when you looked and like it just disappeared, the ash comes together and compresses into a sun-shaped diamond at the top that kind of just floats and then ignites with white fire, the same color as your hair. And you are holding this staff that is a combination of the Dawnfather and Mother Night, two very closely related deities, both lights in the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
And it will function as, basically it'll function as a wand of fireballs.
Ooh.
But it's a staff. And you can also use it as your focus if you wanted.
Nice. Something that's fun to add, I would like to say for Mia when she walks.
Please do.
Yeah, when she walks through, the glowing, I would like to say, travels into the staff, and her hair goes back to that old straw blonde hair with the white wisps in it, and she just kind of nods, and she just looks up at everybody. Well, I can't tell if that was therapeutic or abusive, but 2 more down, yes? Yeah. Oh, it's back. My voice is back. Hi. Hello. Oh, that's weird.
Love it,
I gotta get used to this.
Oh. I should add one more thing. Did you step through?
Mm-hmm.
Knowing that this is a decision that you are making. Mia is an individual. You've always seen or been told, or there's been whispers amongst the group that people see, especially for kings, saw a light within you, saw a flame within you. And at the end of all of this, you now know that while the gods are powerful, people like you, normal folk, they are more than capable of performing their own miracles. You are now literally living proof of that, as your heart begins to beat, and the color returns to your skin, and as you step into your new living form, that sun that's like floating at the top of the crystal kind of starts to pulse with like a yellow radiant heartbeat light.
Oh, this
And
is
you'll be level
great.
10.
I didn't know having a heart would be so fun.
Okay. 2 left. Gadil, 1, 2, 3. Kings, 4, 5, 6. 3.
No, yeah, my nephews are kind of screaming by now, so kids can go.
We'll do kings then. We'll do kings. All right, kings. What are you're stepping through with the keep breaker, I assume?
I got the big old maw.
Awesome. Tell us what you see.
As I step through, it's at first just shows me as my younger self before any of this ever happened, until it slowly fades, and I can see a innocent smile coming from Kings's face, and through the mirror you can just see him like a montage of aging, and as it gets towards the points where we're inside of Barrowvale, that's whenever the smile begins to fade, and it begins to turn into a scowl, a smolder. And then the hair goes away, and then the smile never comes back, and then continuously you begin to see bruises forming, scars coming in, and blood covering his body as he looks at what looks to be just a broken man. And then it keeps going, and the scar begins to form down in the mirror, and he is looking at exactly himself. He is looking at the imperfections of what this place has done to him and what happened to him beforehand. He looks lost. He looks afraid. looks trapped, wishing for any way out. He's thinking of his regrets and decisions of acting too hastily in the thought of ego and how the first time he died and almost got everybody killed. Luckily, it was only him that went down. Then he thinks about his wife, and he sees in the mirror, from one side, he can see Kari and holding the child that is Luna just fade away. You see him fade into just a glow of light and disappear. And that is the first time he sees in the reflection a little bit of a smile. I think that's it. I think that's all I got.
Briefest smile as you see your loved ones, but as quickly as they appeared, they're gone. You're left looking back at you. Mother Knight says, Virgin Kings, your light is not burned with the same passion, bravery, love, faith that it once did. Your time was cut short, your life had set. Now you look at a man who is not the kings that they know. And for a moment, you can kind of see your companions just standing on the other side of this fractured mirror.
I'm not the man that they once knew. I'm living on borrowed time. The light that I have was given to me by another, and my goal by the end of this is to make sure that my light goes to them too.
Beautiful sentiment, Burton Kings. But a light is no good if it does not shine brightly. What little use is a candle in the endless black chasms of Barrowvale? And you feel yourself beginning to fall. Not free fall, but you feel yourself beginning to lower, and not in a comforting way.
Mm-hmm.
It's like everything's getting darker around you. Virgin Kings, you are setting once again. What light guides you? And she's just kind of looking down at you as you're descending.
What light guides me? At first I thought it would just be the light of the dawn. It's what I've always thought. But it's the light of my child. It's the light of my wife. It's their light that guides me. It's my team, my companions. They're who guide my light to shine brighter than any light ever could. Without them,
The mirror. Oh,
no, please. That was the answer.
the mirror turns ever so slightly, and you see hands beginning to reach through the mirror. Hands of Luna, Kari, Ludovic, Gadil, Mia, Nyx, Casimir. The hands reaching through are golden in light, and the way that they reach out from this mirror, it has the appearance of a sun, a radiant golden sun with their arms being like the rays of the sun itself. You feel yourself beginning to lift up as this beam of sunlight hits you. And Mother Night says, "That is good, Burton Kings, for the sun is brightest when it rises anew. Step forward, begin your new path. And how do you want to pass through?"
He comes out. He's clean shaven. He's got the long hair. The scar that was down his forehead gone, and even the 3 scars over his eyes, over his right eye, gone. He comes out just pristine, clean, and with the biggest smile you could ever see. He is fully cheesing it. Just think like All Might, just like as he
I
steps
am
through
here.
with just a I am here. He comes out, but yeah, he comes out with no wounds, no scarring. He comes out like a fresh newborn, rising again like the phoenix, like the next dawn.
As he steps through, he is haloed by a radiant red sun, and you all swear you think you can just hear on a breeze that isn't there, huzzah, as you bring
Oh my
up
God.
the weapon that had been the Keep Breaker Maul is now a morning star. It is this pure gold handle with red dragon scale hide as the grip. The maw, or the morning star itself, is a golden sun, but it doesn't have like golden spikes. They are like small spikes of pure sunlight that are just like floating like an inch off of the orb, just like these little like jets
solar
of
flares.
fire. Yes, yeah. And the sun is being held in the maw of Emberfang.
That's fucking sick.
This like
Oh, that's
red mouth is just holding the weapon.
Hey, you want to
And this the Keep Breaker
This
Maul
flower is wilted.
is going to use the Mace of Smiting rules.
Ay. I have my Sailor
Except
Moon
obviously
scepter.
it's
I'm
not a
good.
mace. Okay.
Is that like an item I can find?
Yeah.
It's yeah. You will also reach level 10 as the son of Burton Kings rises once more.
Huzzah.
Huzzah.
That wasn't even
And
intentional. It
last-
just kind of happened.
It just happened.
Yeah.
Last but not least, we have Gadil. Gadil, what do you see? Or are they still being... do we need a sec or... Oh, can you hear me? Oh, I can't hear you.
He didn't talk.
Estamos no
He's-
audio.
Looks like he was
from
doing
Gadil.
something. Mm-mm.
No.
Universe is trying to. Oh.
Huh.
Oh no. He sees his inability to communicate his feelings and
He steps
carving
into his
things
Coney
on his
Island.
face.
Yeah. Here, okay. I don't want to like take a break and then do just you when we come back from the break, but I have to pee so bad. I'm gonna step away for like 2 minutes while Gadil gets that figured out. Then we'll do you. Then we'll take a quick break. Okay, I'll be right back.
Mhm.
So does everybody want to hang on to their stuff?
Oh.
Oh,
Speak again?
Yes.
Yeah,
No,
it was a problem with them.
Yeah, Mia's out here casting fucking vicious
Oh.
mockery.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Anyway, Gadil, have a sad moment. Go.
Good deal. Yeah. Tell us.
That moment
Tell us
was
what you see.
Somber.
Yeah, well, I step with the red sky. And when I look at the mirror, I look myself as what I am right now. Like, in one arm, the dragon arm, he says his incapability of controlling his own fate, the gift he never asked. At first, he didn't want to kill anyone, and the situation make it kill every single thing it was in front of him. Also, his incapability of saving his own family, saving a lot of people he has met. And in the other arm, the stone arm, he sees his sickness of power and not really mattering the cost. He made a deal with a hag, not really thinking about the consequences. He also made a bad decision, provoking that Ludovic die. Also, because of the deal itself with the hag provoked Gary's death, he he took Kai's arm, knowing that probably that would make Kai, if it was any possible way to bring him back. No, we can bring it down no more. And even remembering that he was seeking even to turn it into a monster if that brings the power to control something.
As you're just staring at yourself, looking back on all the mistakes that you believe you made, and kind of being tormented by some of the things that you've done, Mother Night says, too much for such a young man to endure. This fate of Barrowvale and a life here was not one you chose. You came here and you've made decisions that you thought were right, or perhaps ones that might be necessary. But Gadil, the important thing is that you chose to make those deals. And you can choose what happens next. When you return to that temple, and you put aside the sins and errors of your past, what new path will you walk? What will Gadil aspire to be?
The only thing I've been really seeking is peace. I want just to not fight anymore.
This land wishes to know peace. Wars and armies have been fought here, and even more so have died in the ages since. Should your path lead you to victory, and should this place be cleansed of the devil, perhaps the Emberlance Knights could be reborn, not as an army, but as a wandering protector, a ranger of these woods, one who can cleanse it of evil with fire when necessary, but teach instead compassion, love, friendship. Is that a path you would wish to walk?
I know that
I would be proud if I worked that way.
Well, if this is the path you choose to take, then I will light it for you. And the path back through the mirror is made clear to you.
I make a little question. Might be arrogant. I start touching my bow. It's not necessary to fight with this crossbow. I just want to use my bow. The bow that is the one that gave me my father. The one that protected me at the first, and I want it to be at the end. So, is it necessary to fight with the crossbow?
Well, lucky for you, you're accompanied by a flame of Emberfang himself. And Amaru kind of like flaps up next to you out of fire with his huge wings. And he brings his head back, roars, and then sends like his fire breath down into your quiver, just fills it with fire, just like a furnace, just roaring white hot fire. And Mother Night kind of moves her hand, and the crossbow kind of like shifts through the air and goes down and begins to be melted into your quiver. And with the magics of Emberfang, Mother Night, and this instrument of massacre, all of your arrows will now become +2 ammunition. So all of your arrows are +2 now. Doesn't have any other effects, but they are all like radiant fire +2 arrows. And your quiver is just on fire. Like the inside is just perpetually burning, like the inside of like a dragon's throat. And when you reach towards it, just kind of instinctually, and go to draw an arrow, you don't draw a physical arrow, you just draw an arrow out of fire. Like it just forms, just in your hand that you can put to your own bow and fire.
Gavril's quiver just becomes a whole fucking like basket of radiant energy.
Basically.
Yeah.
It's the maw of Emberfang now. Is you're drawing arrows from his own maw.
That's fucking sick.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
How do you say? I express my gratitude and tell her that if you see my parents, tell them that I love them, and I step out.
As you go to step through, you kind of feel like your feet almost get knocked out under you as Amaru kind of scoops you up, and you all see Gadil doesn't step out, but flies out through the mirror on Amaru, able to now ride Amaru as he's flying with this like burning quiver in his bow, just comes flying into the room, kind of circles up towards the top of where the roof's kind of collapsed in, and Amaru just lets out another bout of fire that just burns up through the temple, sending radiant light out through all of the different like windows and cracks. And if anyone outside, the people of Barrowvale, if they were to be looking this way, they would see at the center of Moonmere Lake a temple glowing like a sun, just sending light out, as you all have now cleansed the instruments of massacre.
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
And every level 10. Gadil, you're level 10.
Now all of China knows we're here.
Nice.
I have a
yeah, exactly.
question.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just that I have this feat like the crossbow expert thing that I have that I changed for my sharpshooter. Can I change it to mounted combatant?
Yeah, of course.
I also have a question.
Okay, just
Yeah.
Now that I am a human, that would mean I would just be a human now, right? Racially, that would have to change things, like
Variant human.
I mean, all it would really change is like you can be put to sleep by magic now. Like,
and
unless you took like the ability modifiers of the race, 'Cause
no,
usually
no.
it's like, you know.
I'm just making yeah, and I don't get my teleport
Base
see.
anymore, right?
Yeah.
Oh, keep all that stuff. That's the cool stuff.
Okay. I will.
We're at the
So,
end.
like-
We're at the end. I don't want you to
Yes.
lose any of your
Okay,
cool
if
shit.
I'm gonna keep that, I'm not gonna do any variant human shenanigans with feats.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Okay.
Let you know.
Okay.
Have the Eladrin
We're-
stats, but you're human.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. Cool. All right, let's come back at 10. Let's take our break.
Mm-hmm.
And
Come back in
Go
10
from there.
at
Sound good?
6:30. Come back 6 or
yeah, come back in 10
got it
At
Come
30.
back at 10.
at the 30.
at the 30.
At 10 o'clock? Damn.
At 10:30.
Yeah.
Okay.
See you in 3
10:30.
hours, everybody.
Oh,
Hey,
no.
enough time to prep,
That's-
right?
On the temple floor atop Amaru, all of you cleansed in the purifying reflection of Mother Night's moon mirror. You have the instruments of massacre that have been cleansed. You have an army of ghost dragonborn at your heed.
Yeah.
And the devil waits for you at Castle Ravenloft. What are your final affairs before leaving?
Holy shit, Ludovic, is that you? You're
Damn, I kind of missed this, buddy. It was weird.
I used to
Nowhere
back-
near as drunk as Ismark. God, dude, that man really drank a lot. Fuck. Ooh, wine.
Are you Casimir?
Yo, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, who are you?
who? Me? I'm
No,
Yes,
the guy behind you.
Strahd. Oh, hello.
Oh shit. Yeah,
That's Casimir, obviously. Look at him.
I'll look in the reflection of the water. Oh my god.
You've changed.
I mean, I can say it's Casimir based on how he talks and carries himself, but physically he looks different.
And I'll look at like kings and I'll look at everybody. I'm like, I think we all have changed a bit, yeah. Kings, you look
Yes.
as fresh as a newborn babe.
Oh, I am revitalized. My light shineth anew. And it's all thanks to you.
I don't think I've ever seen
And
you
you?
smile.
It's kind of weird.
I've seen
It's
him
freaking me
smile.
out.
Good weird.
It's nice to
Yeah.
see it.
Get that shit out. I don't like it.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, this smile will not go away until our final foe is vanquished. We have a harrowing task in front of us. But together, and only together, will these foolish heroes take down the devil. Once and for all. Bring it in. Huddle up. Oh,
Yeah.
There we go. Come on in.
Yep.
Come on in. Hey,
I want to be in
Hello.
this.
Yeah.
I love you guys.
I love you all too.
I love you too.
Can I maybe we get a huzzah on count of 3?
Mm-hmm.
One,
1,
Okay.
2,
two.
3.
Huzzah!
Ah,
Good
Too
job,
long.
Nix.
I was waiting for 3.
I know. I was like, I don't think
Three
we
never
got
came.
Three never
1,
came.
2.
No, on,
It's just
on
huzzahs are
Everyone
like
look around.
huzzahs.
if there's
Huzzahs are like
on-
band-aids. You tell them to count to 3, but you
You
actually
do it on 2.
stick the needle in at 1.
yes.
That
That is the unspoken rule of the huzzah.
You never
Yeah.
see it. You never see it coming
Never see it coming.
until there's a great sword through your spine. God, I'm happy to be here. Look,
Does Amaru look like bigger and cooler now that Gadil can ride on him?
Yeah, good deal. Why don't you tell us what's a little different about Amaru? How has he grown? Also, you're muted.
Okay, no. Yeah. my nephew's in the in the background. Probably right now, like the Amaru looks that his scales look a little brighter, like almost like gold, and the mount on the back, it's like probably made like pure gold.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
beautiful.
Hell yeah, man.
Could I just no rush whenever you get a chance, since you have it? Maybe I could get that griffin back. Just, I mean, you don't need to fly twice, and you have. It's, you know what? Never mind. Let's we can. We
I
can
shouldn't
go.
have brought it up. I shouldn't.
I'm sorry. Not a place or time.
What
Read
is
the
Hooper
room,
going to
Casimir.
take,
Read the
Casimir?
room. Hooper. Hooper can't fly. I love you.
Into your heart, maybe.
You see, he's just like rolling around his back. It does that dog
Go
thing
cast
really
a
like
fly
weird,
on
curious
Hooper.
look.
Yes. Mandalore fly on Hooper.
He just starts just like spinning around.
Yeah.
He starts doing zoomies around the temple.
doing zoomies through Castle Ravenloft, just up the
Meow,
stairs.
meow. There is one affair that Mia would like to tie up before we go through the mass relay, if you will. Casimir and I still need to have a little chitty chat, a little chit chat, paddywhack. Give a dog a bone.
In English,
Yeah.
we call it a chin wiggle.
Oh, a chin wiggle. Good thing I'll never go there. Oh, he disappeared. Oh no, I'm sorry. Come back. There you go. No.
No.
But in all seriousness, she kind of like sheepishly make her way over and just kind of like give a little wave. I think you and I are supposed to have a chat.
Oh, yes, sure. How are you?
Next question.
I'm good, thank you.
In all seriousness, I'm okay. I think. I didn't like the whole glowing white hair thing. I kind of wanted to be me for once. Voice is back. Hair's back.
You look great. I think we all are closer to our true selves.
Yeah.
I feel great.
I'm glad you
Kinda
do, Kings. You
Thank-
look
thank
great.
you.
We're not in this conversation.
King's just like whispering to himself under his breath.
Sitting over on like a rock, just kind of
great.
I'm just sitting there, just like flexing, just like,
Oh yeah, man, I feel. Oh, I feel
Looking
good.
at himself in the reflection of the water.
In the mirror.
Oh my god,
King, you still got
narcissist.
it.
Before I was Happy Kings, and now I'm back to Daddy King.
And then I just go behind him and flex even bigger.
Oh, hey, could I get that armor back?
You mean
Yeah,
the
take it from me.
you mean the belt?
Trying to scrap?
So what would you
Oh,
like?
boy.
Continue your conversation.
Yeah, yeah.
Continue your conversation.
Just somewhere behind Mia and Casimir, you just see Nyx and Kings just like rolling across the ground fighting over the armor.
What would you like to talk about, Mia?
I think it's more so what did you want to talk about? You said you wanted to talk about the kind of like picks
Yeah,
up a piece of
right
paper
there.
from
Yeah,
the
yes,
table.
Strange. It's things that we've changed even in these last moments.
Yeah.
I'm not who I was when I read that letter. If anything, I'm more me now.
Yeah, you look great.
Thank you. When I walked through that portal, when this came with me, everything came with me. I remember it all. I remember places, people, things. I'm remembering things right now. I haven't been able to go through it all. I remember my wife's name now. I remember her face. I remember what she's told me. And
That's good. That's good. It means whenever we get this taken care of and you achieve your goal, you'll be able to greet her more properly. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I will. Thank you. Though I have not been an easy person, I think, to be around. You have been very patient with me, and I appreciate your unwavering care.
Of course. I love you all. I maybe love you a bit differently than everybody else, but it's still love all the same to me.
Yes. Love. Well, yes, I do love you all. I haven't said that word in 500 years.
Well, you better start catching up.
I will.
Good. And Casimir, I love you. And pokes him on the chest, and she nods and walks off.
I love you too.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh my gosh. You guys, he told me he loves me back.
You got a few moments pass after you've had that exchange with Casimir, and you're walking back, and an awkward amount of time later, you hear a voice say, "Hey, Mia, I love you too."
Oh, that's good. Glad to hear you say that.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, I thought you might wanted to have said it. We're not there yet. I totally get it. We're just,
I love you too.
Oh. Thanks. No one's ever told me that before.
Well, you better get used to it. I'm gonna say it as much as I can before you go home.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. You feel that presence kind of slink away. All right. Anything else?
I'm ready, Freddy.
Okay, I don't know if you guys can hear me. I'm getting like two different audios.
Vibrating.
I'm getting a FaceTime from the girlfriend, which
I hear you.
You never know. She knows that I'm working, so it must be something that
Do what you
I
gotta
need to
do.
adjust. So I'll be right back.
Okay.
Damn.
Buddy.
Finally got that closure. Got that closed off. I wanted to get that conversation.
That check.
Yeah.
I almost felt like he forgot about my memories. Because I was like, I don't remember, like when we first started, I was like, I don't remember anything, but you can maybe sprinkle them in here and there. So I was trying to have that be like something that came up every once in a while, but I think there was just too many plates spinning that
Yeah.
we couldn't get there.
Okay, sorry.
Nope.
We are all good.
I would like to, if I could, if it wouldn't be like seen as like desecration, take like a scoop of this water from this temple and kind of just keep it on me.
You're a paladin of Mother Night.
I just want to
Take some of that water, man.
do that.
Take that holy water, baby.
Yeah, get that holy.
Take that holy water. You work for that holy water.
Do you mind if I grab me a few vials of that stuff too?
Yeah, you could all have maybe just put like 2 vials each.
Mother Night's bath water.
Yeah.
Mommy Moon bathwater.
Mother Night's bathwater.
She's selling it online for crazy amounts of money.
Yeah.
Sorry,
God.
sorry. I have no filter right now. Forgive me, please.
Selling it on the Goblin Market for 10 gold
Yeah.
per bottle.
That hoey water.
She's got that only god.
Mia's over here like out
Only
forever,
gods,
single.
oh my
And
God.
then Kai is screaming from the beyond like, yeah.
All right, so
I
Anything
want
else
to
you
do
wanna do?
one thing.
yeah, of course, we're just gonna work through them all.
Yes. Lastly,
I will be in my diary, like writing every single thing I know, every single thing we have lived, and when we get to recruit every single one that wants to fight in the last fight, I want to give the diary to Edith. um, Tells her that, well, if this doesn't end good, this will be the proof that there were foolish heroes once here.
She kind of just holds this hefty tome of tales that you've been writing and really seems to like think about the significance of this story. And she says, I think they will know that there were just heroes here. And then she just howls up into the sky, and you start to hear like the howls across all of Riverport as like different rangers answer that call. And she takes that tome and presses it to her chest, and she'll make sure it's kept safe.
We're in Riverport now?
Cool. I just assumed this was all kind of like happening.
Yeah, we
with,
kind
like,
of had to pick up my mom, to give her the car keys.
Give her the car keys, pick up a couple extra passengers in the fucking minivan.
Yeah, it's a couple little travel montages here, you know. You're at the fast travel, and you're just okay there. Okay. Anything else?
I'm gonna subtract the basilisk blood then.
Yeah.
I would subtract 2. 1 so that she can get out of here, and then, hey mom, I'm scared. Pick me up, so she can come back.
Okay, 1 for us to get there, and then another 2 to give to her.
Yeah, so she can leave and get safely out, and then
so we have
when
4
we
now.
inevitably kick Strahd's ass
we didn't
at this fucking soccer game, we can go home and go to Pizza Ranch.
And we're at a point where you don't need to worry too much about,
this little
having the exact right amount,
No.
Mia, was there anything specific you wanted to talk to your mom about, or you're fine just having her picked up?
It kind of feels weird to be like, oh, hey, sup, I'm gonna die. Let's go ahead and play that scene out real quick. I think it would be appropriate, because I'm kind of, we all know we're not really gonna actually.
Guys, I'm sorry. I thought it was okay. It must. Hang on, 1 sec. Just give me a sec.
You're good.
Ooh, my internet's alright. Yay.
Yay! Aaron, I have a question about King's holy symbol. Like, Kari still had it with her even when she died, right?
Yeah, she broke it in half.
Yeah, does she still have it on her body? Damn it. You're so helpful.
I don't know
Thank
if my
you
character has
so
shit
much.
anymore. I deleted that fucking character.
Player knowledge, character knowledge.
That was 2 characters ago.
So, I guess they were trying to jumpstart the neighbor's car, and
no jump.
Started smoking, and wires are red hot, and they're
Bad
falling.
habit.
I have to go help them. I'm really sorry. Are you guys? Can we pick up from here next week?
Yeah.
I'm really sorry. I'm like the only.
Wow.
I'm so bummed, but
That's fine.
You're saying I'm a
But at
dungeon
least-
master, not a mechanic.
Do you
yeah,
think next
if
week
we
will be
need to,
enough
like-
time to do all the things? I mean, or is it gonna bleed into like 2 more, or are we just gonna take it like?
Would it maybe be possible
Play it
we
by ear.
start next week slightly earlier? And we just kind of maybe potentially just start right at. Well, I guess I don't know if Mia wants to have a conversation with
No, first
Mom or
we have
not.
to do.
I mean, you can do what you have to do, and we can talk about this offline. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
We will make it work. And if this bleeds out, if like next week isn't the last one, we need 1 more, then we'll have 1 more.
Yeah,
Like we'll make
give
it work.
give it the time it deserves.
Yeah, for sure. We're not gonna rush this. So,
cool.
Gotta take it
all right.
nice and
I'm
slow.
really sorry. I have to run. Like, yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on, but all right, everybody. I'm sorry.
No worries.
Talk to you
You're
later.
good.
All good. It happened.